Welcome, one and all, to the brand new thing I'm making. Nerds Drive is a podcast I've wanted to make for a long time now. I've wanted to have a podcast for a while where I could just talk about games, talk about things I like, just movies, games, anything, D&D. And I thought, let's make a double hitter here. So, first thing on the agenda for this video, or podcast, I should say. Haven't made one of these before. But first thing to hit on is the homebrew scene I've been getting into recently. Homebrew is where you, quote, quote, hack your console to get it to do things like emulate games that you totally obtained legally, play games that you totally obtained legally, play custom games, things like that on hardware that initially didn't show promise for doing it. You get to see the full potential of a console just by installing a couple of apps that weren't made by normal developers. Like, for example, on my Nintendo Wii, I can play Quake at 60 FPS locked with almost no glitches. It's not perfect, of course, but it's really well made. Well, more well made than a modern Call of Duty game, that's for damn sure. Anyway, this is just kind of an experiment. I really hope this goes well, but I'm going to make this a weekly thing from now on. So, now, the bigger news. Coming in October. I was going to release it recently, but I scrapped the original. Coming in October. Amori rewritten. I took the feeling, style, and artistic intent of Amori, and I'm rewriting the game script to A, be longer, B, to be more subtle about some of the things that happen. I might get a lot of hate for this mod. I might get a lot of praise. Either way, I want a finished product. I was gonna release it recently, but I ran into the issue of A, it being too long, where you end up actually getting bored about quarter of the way through or so. So I scrapped it. Another part was I accidentally left a gaping plot hole. But I wanted to do this for a long time, where I took a game script, especially one that's shorter, extend it, but keep the game's tone, emotion, and feeling. And this is what I'm planning to do with Amori Rewritten. Another thing, I add a bunch of new bosses and stuff in this mod. And I try to keep them as close to original game feeling as possible. I actually have it, at least in the test version of the mod here. I won't spoil anything much yet. Or actually ever, because I want people to actually play it. But the thing I will say is, if you don't like the mod, there's a button in the options menu that'll actually automatically uninstall the mod from your game if you don't like it. I'm very unsure how well this will do, especially knowing the Amori community. But hopefully they're welcoming to me as a new mod creator and game developer, and I can show my appreciation and love for this underlying masterpiece of a game. This has been Ashander, and I bid you all farewell. Come back next week for the next episode. Bye.